Greetings and salutations, everybody. John here with Dennis. We are in San Diego, California for Comic-Con. We actually got here a couple hours ago. We are in the beach house that we rented out for Collider Video, so there's a bunch of us staying here. And we wanted to get on and talk a little bit about this, what just came out. Deadline is reporting, apparently, that Ben Affleck... Now, this is something we've all suspected for a very long time, but Deadline is reporting that it's a done deal. Ben Affleck will be directing a standalone Batman film, and not only will he be directing, but he will be co-writing it with...
Geoff Johns, who you all know from DC, who did Blackest Night and Batman Earth 1, and he did the Justice League New 52, I think at least the first storyline, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the DC fans have been wanting and calling for Geoff Johns to get involved in their cinematic universe for a long time. I think he's also shepherded a lot of the DC animation stuff, which has a lot of fans. I'll admit, I'm not a big fan of the DC animated stuff per se, but a lot of DC fans know that this, when it comes to DC characters, this is your guy. And so they've got to be really excited. Now, one of the things that kind of jumped out to me was that Ben Affleck is going to be co-writing this with Geoff Johns. And I thought, that's weird. Ben Affleck's going to be writing it? And then you're like, he is an Academy Award winning screenwriter. It's like, I totally forgot about that. Anyway, what was your impression when you first heard about this?
I mean, for me, the part that I love the most is Ben Affleck directing it because, you know, he did such a great job with Argo, with Gone Baby Gone, and with The Town. I feel like everyone has suspected it for a long time. Now this is almost this is not confirmation, but almost confirmation. Geoff Johns, I like him as a writer. I'm not jumping over the moon over it, just because the storylines that I've read that he's done, like I like them, but I wasn't like, oh man, that blows me away or anything like that. But I think people are gonna wonder how come Chris Terrio is not involved.
That was the first thing when you told me about this, because Dennis is the one who first told me about this story. My first assumption was Chris Terrio. I mean, he worked on Argo, won an Academy Award. Working on Ben Affleck's Argo. Ben brought him in to do Batman vs. Superman and apparently the first Justice League film. So I think our assumption was going to be he'll work with Terrio on that, but maybe he's got Terrio really busy on some other stuff right now too. And like I said, I think Geoff Johns is going to be a name that a lot of the fans will make them feel very comfortable that he's in there at the same time. And you know, none of us should be surprised about this. A lot of us suspected, and we said this from the beginning, you don't go and get Ben Affleck, who is one of the hottest directors in Hollywood right now, to come in and lead your franchise if you're not also looking to bring him in as a director on your franchise. So this, on 1 to 10, my surprise level at this, I won't say 0, but maybe I'll say maybe 1. Will be a 1 or something like that.
The Geoff Johns thing, it was a little more surprising for me. I thought of Chris Terrio. Someone had mentioned, you know, we tweeted this out on Twitter. People said Scott Snyder, who did a lot of the New 52 for Batman, the whole Court of Owls and the Death of the Family stuff. So
very popular stuff.
Very popular. So people thought maybe him. But yeah, that was a little more surprising. But as far as Ben Affleck's concerned, yeah, I'm super excited for this. And I think the solo movie... They haven't set a date yet, but they said it's going to be after Justice League, after Wonder Woman. It's probably going to be in like 2018 sometime. 2018,
2019. And you know what? This really shouldn't be surprising, all that he's also writing. The writing part is the one that surprised me a little bit, but it really shouldn't. When you look at Ben Affleck, this dude, when you look at his history and you look at his past, listen to Kevin Smith talking about it. Ben Affleck is a psychopath Batman fan. He's obsessed with Batman. He has been for most of his life. So it really isn't a big surprise to me that he probably from day one told DC, all right, I'll come in and be Batman and I'll direct. But you're also letting me write this thing because I want it done right. And that actually speaks to the fact that maybe he's probably the one that went out and asked to bring Geoff Johns in. Now, that's speculation here. We're not reporting anything. That's speculation. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one who went out and got him to get in because he's such a fan of the comic. But anyway, guys, we want to know what you think. Jump in the comment section. Are you happy, sad? Are you happy with part of this news and maybe not happy with all of it? Are you thrilled with all of it? Are you upset with all of it? What do you think? We're going to be making some more videos during our time here at Comic-Con, so you'll see us pop up here once in a while. Also, don't forget, we will be putting up our Masters of the Web panel that's happening at Comic-Con tomorrow. That's Friday morning. That'll be up here on Collider Video as well. So for Dennis Tzeng and myself, thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.